Okay, sixth graders, this video is going to talk you through what to do on Tuesday, February 27th. So on Google Classroom, if you scroll down on your stream a little bit, today we are going to be working on these two items, the word processing presentation, and we're going to work on the giver word processing assignment. Let me real quick put on my pinpoint so you can see where I'm clicking. I forgot to put that on before I started screencasting. I can get it to go here. There it goes. Okay, so we're going to be working with these two items today. First thing I want you to do is go ahead and open this word processing presentation. This is what we looked at yesterday. And yesterday we talked about what word processing is, and then we looked at the old methods of typewriters and stuff and talked about how technology changed through the years. And then we also talked about common word processing applications that we use. Okay, and then we kind of broke down the standard for sixth grade students. What you're supposed to be learning is advanced document formatting using Google Docs. Most of you use Google Docs every day, so you know how to do the basics, but there probably are some things that you don't know. So that's what we're going to focus on figuring out right now, and then you'll have an assignment to kind of show me what you do know. So how do you know what you don't know? Okay, that's kind of a hard part sometimes. You think, yeah, I know Google Docs, but maybe I don't. Okay, there might be some things that I don't know. So here's how you figure out what you don't know. The easiest way is to look at the interface in a program and see what looks unfamiliar to you. So I'm going to switch over to a Google Doc real quick. Don't pay attention to this assignment right now, just pay attention to the interface or the buttons and the menus. Okay? So what you should do as a student is look around, take some time in Google Docs and look around at the interface, meaning the menus. Click on them. Read through the menu real quick, and when something pops up that you don't know about, for example, I find that many students don't know about this version history, which could help them, okay? So maybe you don't know about this, make note of that. I don't know about version history. I don't know what that means or how to use it. Maybe as you scroll down, you're like, what's this? What's this? Okay, got to kind of pay attention to what doesn't click for you or what you don't know about. And then also pay attention to things that have these arrows, because that means there's going to be another menu that pops up. Okay, so first I want you to take a few minutes and look around at all the menus. Pay attention to what you see. Maybe you don't know this feature, find and replace. A lot of students don't know that, and it's very handy. So take a minute and look through here. Just pause me while you're looking through all of the menus, and then on the buttons, I want you to just hold your mouse over them, and this little deal pops down and tells you what the button does. Lots of these you use every day, but some you just haven't taken the time to learn about and don't know about. So I want you to take note of those things that aren't familiar to you that you don't know about. Okay, pause me and then play again when you're ready to move on. Okay, so that's one way that you figure out what you don't know, using the interface to explore and find things that you don't know. Okay. The other way is you can go to the help section in a program and look around at the contents, and stuff that doesn't look familiar to you, you can take note of. So again, if I'm in Google Docs, I can come up here to help. I can look around and see what doesn't look familiar to me. Okay, you can, lots of times they have interesting things up here. You can browse all articles, you can look at a help forum. Okay, you can just look around and see what's out there. So pause me, take a look, see if there's anything you see that you need to learn about. And then some things you have seen and just don't know how to do. So maybe you've seen something that someone has done on Google Docs and you're like, I don't know how to do that. So if you can think of those things and one of those pops into your mind, you want to take note of that as well. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is using skill lists. And I'm going to have you use a few skill lists and kind of rank yourself of where you are right now. So you'll notice on the next slide down, this is a sample skill list for word processing, okay, and particularly we're talking about using Google Docs. So what I want you to do, again, you'll pause me in just a minute and figure this out for yourself because you're all in different places. So you'll notice across the top it says skill, I got it, I'm getting it, or I don't know it yet, okay? And first thing I want you to know is it doesn't matter if you have a whole bunch of don't know it yets because you're going to learn them. Okay, you're not getting graded down if you don't have these, if you don't know these. So be honest with yourself and really figure out where you are on each one of these skills. And just place an X where you think you are in each column. So if you know what headers are in Google Docs and you know how to put them in, you understand how they function, you would put an X right here on I got it. Okay? So I want you to do that all the way on this slide and the next slide, just kind of figuring out where you are on each one of these things. If you get to one and you have no idea what it means, like let's say you get to file extension, you don't have any clue what it means, then don't know it yet would be what you would select. Okay, so pause me, take a look at these two slides and self-assess, figure out where you are in your skills for Google Docs. Okay, once you've done that, I do want you to take a minute and on this slide number 8, on your copy of the word processing presentation, I want you to take a minute and make a bulleted list of the things you want or need to learn about Google Docs, okay? So this is personalized for you, figuring out what you need to learn based on the things we looked at on slide 5, okay? We looked at the interface, help contents, you thought about things you've seen before, and then you use the skills list. So right here on slide 8, pause for a minute, make a bulleted list of things that you want or need to learn about Google Docs. Okay, the final thing you're going to do, today you're going to start working on a word processing assignment. It's called The Giver. And in this assignment, you are given a part of a book already typed out for you, the first chapter, part of the first chapter of the book, The Giver, okay? And you're going to follow the directions page to make changes to the document. And I have given you hints so that if you don't know how to do something, you can look at the hints, and hopefully that will help you out. If you need more help than what's in the hints section, then use the help section of Google Docs to figure it out, okay? So then this last slide tells you that the directions page is on Google Classroom. So if you go back to Google Classroom, scroll down a little bit, you will see the Giver word processing assignment. So you're going to click here, and that will give you the directions. I'm just going to switch over here because I already have it open. Okay, so on the Giver, okay, there are 3 columns here. This is for you to check off when you've completed something so you can keep track of where you left off. Then this explains to you what you need to do, and the final column gives you a little hint if you need it, okay? So the first thing it tells you is to open the Giver. So this is a hyperlink. If you click here, this should open up for you and give you your copy of the Giver. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be switching between here, or actually it gives you a copy of the Giver. You have to do file, make a copy to make it yours. Okay, that's one of the first things that it tells you on your directions. Make a copy to your drive. So you'll do file, make a copy, and you'll name it your name, the Giver. So for example, mine is Mrs. Newton, the Giver. Yours would be your name, the Giver. And then you will change the sharing settings to viewed by anyone at LPS who has the link. So it'll be share button, and then you'll choose advanced to do those things to it. So you'll notice all the way down there will be some type of formatting change you make, and then I'll give you a hint of how to do it. Okay, so you're just going to work through that today. Get as far as you can today. On Wednesday, I will be back, and we'll take a look at this again and see if we need some more time. So have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.